The city lights blur into a watercolor painting on the wet asphalt, a canvas of blues, reds, and yellows. The wind howls, a wild symphony playing against the steady rhythm of the rain. In the middle of this beautiful chaos, a small figure fights a losing battle. A young girl, maybe 10 years old, grips her umbrella with all her might. The wind tugs and pulls, trying to snatch it away, turning it inside out. She's drenched, shivering, but her focus is singular. Protect this small, fragile shelter against the storm. Each gust is a challenge, and she meets it with a determined frown, her small hands white-knuckled on the handle. It's a lonely struggle on a street that seems to have been abandoned by everyone else. A tiny warrior against the vast, indifferent night. The neon signs hum, their reflections dancing on the puddles at her feet, oblivious to her plight. Through the sheets of rain, her eyes catch a movement. There, huddled under a barren storefront awning, is an old man. He has no coat, no umbrella, just thin clothes that are completely soaked through. The water drips from his white hair and runs down the lines of his face. He's not moving, just standing there, surrendering to the downpour. For a moment, the girl just watches. The world seems to slow down. The roar of the wind and the drumming of the rain fade into a distant hum. In that quiet space, a decision is made. A bright, warm smile spreads across her face, chasing away the cold. She tightens her grip on her umbrella and starts to run, not away from the rain, but into it. Towards him, each splash of her boots is a drumbeat of purpose. She reaches him, breathless, and without a word, tilts her umbrella to cover them both. They begin to walk, a silent pair moving through the stormy night. The only sounds are the pitter-patter of rain on their shared shield and the soft, gentle melody of a piano that seems to drift in from nowhere. They don't speak. They don't need to. The space under the small umbrella is a world of its own, a pocket of warmth and quiet understanding. He's a stranger, and so is she. But in this moment, they are partners against the storm. The city rushes past them in a blur of light and water. The old man occasionally glances down at the girl, a look of quiet gratitude in his eyes. When they reach a crosswalk, he stops and turns to her. He doesn't say a word, but he gives her a slow, gentle nod. It's a gesture that says everything. "Thank you. I see you. I will not forget this." The girl just smiles back, her jaw done. Years fly by. The rainy city streets give way to a bright, modern office, bathed in the sharp, clean light of success. The little girl is now a young woman, sitting nervously in a leather chair. She smooths down her jacket for the 10th time, her heart pounding in her chest. This is it. The final interview, the one that could change everything. She's prepared, she's qualified, but the imposing office, with its panoramic view of the city, is intimidating. The director's chair is turned away from her, a silhouette against the bright window. She waits, her breath held tight in her lungs. The silence stretches, thick with anticipation. Finally, slowly, the chair begins to turn. Her eyes are fixed on it, waiting to meet the person who holds her future in their hands. As the chair completes its turn, her eyes widen. The face that looks back at her is older, the lines deeper, but it's unmistakable. It's him. The old man from that rainy night. A warm, knowing smile spreads across his face, erasing the years. The intimidating office suddenly feels like the safest place in the world. The nervous energy in her melts away, replaced by a wave of disbelief and wonder. He leans forward, his voice soft but clear, carrying the same quiet kindness she remembers from all those years ago. "I remember a little girl who once shared her umbrella with me on a cold, rainy night," he says, his eyes twinkling. "You didn't ask for anything in return, Ju. Who's Gabe? Today, it's my turn to share." He gestures around the office, a warm, golden light seeming to fill the room, chasing away the last of her shadows. "I would like to share my opportunity with you." In that moment, the rain, the umbrella, the interview, it all connects. Tears well up in her eyes, not of sadness, but of pure, overwhelming emotion. A smile, brighter than any neon sign, lights up her face. A simple act of kindness, a seed planted in a storm, had just blossomed into her future.